Welcome to Speak Harmony, hosted by Sharon Thompson and Dr. Sharon Reid, bringing news, ideas, and community needs. We learn, we grow, we stay informed together in harmony. Our voices are heard. Speak Harmony, where knowledge meets community.
Welcome to another edition of the Speak Harmony podcast, aired here at APAP Media. APAP Media Group is a full-service media company sponsoring the show again. They are amazing. They are the producers of producers around here. Guys, if you want to contact APAP Media, just shout them out at 470-657-1998, or you could find them at info@apapmedia.com. Again, that's apapmedia.com. Thank you to our honorable sponsor, APAP Media. So, what's going on, Sister Sharon? It's another day in the A.
In the A, right?
Ooh,
in
how is it going?
Neighborhood.
Black History Month, Reggae Month. It's like Heart Month. I mean,
okay, so
look,
things is
so many things are going on. So many things are going
Such a short
on.
month, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
But we make the best of it, right?
Always, always. So we
Yes.
here at Speak Harmony, like to talk about the national days.
Yes, I love it.
All
I
right,
love it. Tell
so-
me, what day is it?
We have a couple of things that's happening,
Yes.
right? And all right, I got a soft voice, so I got to pull the mic a little
Yes.
closer. All right. I hope y'all can hear me better now.
Oh, yeah.
But we have a couple of things.
Yeah. Tell us about them.
Cabbage Day.
I don't.
So
Cabbage Day.
Yeah, cabbage is not my favorite thing.
Yeah.
What is it for you? Do you like cabbage, and how do you like cabbage?
I'll be honest. It's not one of my favorite
You
veggies. Not really. But I have a friend who does the cabbage a special way. And let me tell you, she makes a cabbage salad look interesting.
Okay, raw
She makes
cabbage.
Raw cabbage.
Okay.
And so I'm going to shout out to Janet. What I tell you, she makes an amazing cabbage salad. So yeah.
Okay.
And then there's a cabbage juice. Well, I've never tried that one yet.
I have. I was on a
Yes.
12-day fast, and 3 out of the days we had to drink cabbage juice. I actually
How was it?
was gonna feel like, but it wasn't bad at all.
Really?
It surprised me. It's a
Interesting.
good cleanser. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so the cabbage is part of the kale and broccoli,
Cruciferous
and
veggie, yeah,
that's
but it's
it.
really good for you though.
And do you know its origins were in Asia,
Really?
where Turkey is today? So it's really part of the
wow.
Mediterranean, Mediterranean
Interesting.
diet. Yeah, and so of course, it's really also popular in
Asia, isn't it?
Asia.
Yes.
Yeah.
The kimchi.
Yes.
Kimchi. Yes.
Kohlrabi, something like that. They pronounce it as.
Yes.
But it was definitely just a very cultural food. So when we go to the Jamaican restaurants, right? What vegetables do they have?
Shredded cabbage. What do they call it? Steamed cabbage.
Steamed cabbage.
So you get what? You get your
That's
rice and
right.
peas and steamed cabbage on the side. Well, you know what? They're onto something. They were onto
it's
something.
no fat, no
Yes.
cholesterol in there.
Yes.
And it is high in vitamin C.
Of course. It's
for
loaded.
those
No,
of
cabbage
you
is loaded.
Who love cabbage, let us know how you cook it. Do you steam fry it? Do you stir fry it? Do you drink the juice?
Whew. I'm going to try the juice though.
You're
'Cause
gonna,
I'm going to try
It is good, yeah.
I'ma try
I'll give you
it.
the recipe for it.
Okay,
All
there you
right.
go.
And so-
Well, Black History Month.
Wait, before we go there,
Oh.
we got another. It's
Oh, no,
also,
tell
its
me.
cousin is Cauliflower Day as well.
Joking. Really? You know what? Cauliflower.
So I like
Boy,
cauliflower.
big. Me too. I'm a big.
How do you cook yours?
So I like it. I like it with my carrot because I mix stuff. I like stir fry. I like roasted cauliflower. Believe it or not, I like it roasted. So I'm gonna shout Janet out again because she does a mean cauliflower. She does all these creative stuff with her, in her
I
kitchen.
made
She makes
a,
magic. A casserole.
Cauliflower pizza. So you get a nice big cauliflower and you chop it about an inch or so thick.
Interesting.
And then you use your tomato sauce or however you want to make your sauce, and then spread that on top. And then if you want to use cheese or veggie cheese or
So you use
crumbles on top of it, and then you bake it. When you cut it thick enough, it stays firm, and that's so nice.
You're kidding me. So the base of the pizza.
That's it. No,
I love
no
it.
crust. It's the
love
pizza. It's the cauliflower. It's
Cauliflower.
the pizza crust. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you know I'm going to try that.
Yeah,
I'm going to
and then
experiment.
people. I've tried it, but it's not my favorite cauliflower rice.
You know
Do
what?
you like that?
I'm okay with it. I'm not a huge fan, but it's not bad. It's not bad, depending on how it's done. See, everything, it has to do with how you spice it up, man. Because, I mean, once you put some, it's like tofu. A lot of people don't like tofu.
But it's how you cook it, huh?
Girl, let me tell you. And for those vegan eaters, like on Sunday, I will tell you this much. We ran into a place, a vegan spot. Vegan.
Okay.
Down in Fairborn.
Okay.
Shout out to you. Let me tell you, Dante, the owner, that place, sis, talk about curb appeal.
Presentation is everything.
Everything. We drove up to the spot and we were like, interesting. Walked in the door. What's on the wall? We went to the bathroom and we were like very impressed. And let me tell you, service, it's what it's all about.
Okay, I got to check that one out in Fairborn.
Oh my gosh.
I got to check it out.
The owner came out, he introduced himself and he hooked us up with a ginger shot on a cool evening. It was so appropriate.
Oh, yes.
Dante, shout out. Because
Shout
when
out,
I
shout
tell
out.
you,
That's my
let
thing.
me tell you, girl,
Ginger
we're
shot.
doing it. We're
All
doing
right,
it.
all
We're
right.
doing it. And I mean, the zucchini burger,
You sold me on that. I'm
the
sorry.
zucchini burger, hands down. I mean, I know Wayne is watching and going, because that was his meal.
Yeah, okay.
But then we got all the goodies in there. So you've got to go check it out. Unbelieve Vegan in Fairburn, Georgia.
Okay, I
it's
hadn't
worth
heard
the trip.
about it. And you
it's
didn't
worth
tell
the
me?
trip.
I can't believe you didn't.
Girl, we rolled up on it, and let me tell you, yum.
Guess where cauliflower, where did it arrive first? Which country?
Oh gosh. Okay, let me guess. It's a European country, I'm sure.
Yes. Which one?
Scotland.
Italy.
Italy.
Yeah, guess what?
Okay.
Around the 15th century.
Really? Cauliflower.
Definitely.
Interesting.
It made its way then to France, and then all of a sudden, King Louis the 16th decided he loved it and got the seeds, and they came to North America in the 1600s, and it has been
Introduced
part
that.
of our everyday food items.
Interesting.
So you got those, and then the last,
Uh-oh.
but not least,
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Which is it? Tell me.
it is what you do all the time, Sharon. What I love about you.
Oh my God.
It is also something that my husband does as well.
Yes.
It is kindness.
Oh,
Random
shout out
Kindness
my
Day.
friend Donovan. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so funny, sis. Do you know that I was in the DeKalb Farmers Market yesterday? And that I was wondering why it was so crowded. I didn't realize that children are out of school because of the holiday, right? So they're on winter break or whatever it is. And let me tell you, that place was crowded like Thanksgiving. We were like, what in the world? And ran into a few people. And it's exactly what we were talking about. And I shared that.
Yeah.
Do you know that? I literally said that word to at least 3 or 4 persons yesterday.
Wow.
So it makes me feel better about it. And I even shared with a sister. I said to her, you know what? Every day that I wake up, I go out and I make it so a part of my makeup is to pay a compliment to someone.
Yes.
I do it, and I do it intentionally.
Yeah.
And I think it just does something to me.
It is. It's intentional. You set an intention,
Yes,
which
yes.
is something that we definitely all can think about. Just paying a compliment instead of talking negative about someone.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Find the good things. Find the beauty within the individual is so important. You know, I got a quick story to share with you all.
Yes.
Sharon, we went out. And I think I may have told this story before, but thinking about random acts of kindness and finding compliments, we were at a restaurant together, and she stopped. She said, "Oh, the young lady looked kind of sad," and she went up to the lady and said, "You're so beautiful. I'd love to see you with a smile. And we know how infectious a smile is.
Yes.
And we know the energy of a smile.
Yes.
We know that when someone's on the phone, we know if they're smiling. It's one of the things that we teach for customer service, smile, because people can feel that way. And
energy.
so that is even an act of kindness in itself.
It is.
Right? It's just being able to
is.
smile or give someone a hug. It doesn't have to be a physical gift. You know, giving a spiritual gift can be even more enduring.
Yes.
Kind words.
Yes, yes.
You know,
because you don't know what people are going through
Going
these
through.
days. You just really don't know. You have no clue. And when
so,
you
yeah.
offer that kind, oh, I like that. Oh, that's a beautiful one. I love, oh,
so we got a good day. So we're asking you, we're challenging you, if not tonight,
yes.
then tomorrow. You can still do kindness whenever. So just do a random act of kindness. This is a day to remind us to be kind to each other, because sometimes there's not enough kindness spread around.
Yes,
Don't you think?
yes, yes.
I mean, people these days
Give a compliment.
are always rushing, and I'm sure, and sometimes they're not as courteous as they could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. Remember one time I was in New York.
On the subway.
And I was on a line, and it was a very busy line. And I noticed that every person that went to the teller was angry.
Oh.
And so what was in return was more anger. And I was like, oh my goodness, I really need to get through and get this paperwork done. And so I just took a breath, and I went out, and I smiled, and I said, hey, it looks like you're having a rough day. I see you people cussing you out. And she said, yeah. And I said, well, we're not going to have that between us, right? And she smiled.
Of course.
So simple
Of
little
course.
things like
Yes.
that. You can change an attitude,
Yes.
right? Just by being kind and
Absolutely.
thoughtful. So, yeah. So it took a little time talking about that.
But no, we need to. We really need to, because, you know,
So
it's
much
something,
sad
Sharon,
news,
it
right?
is. It is.
Yeah.
And I've done it, and I don't make any apologies for it, because it just happens.
Yeah.
And I feel good when I do it, because when you do that, I mean, that energy that's passed on,
Yeah.
it comes back to you.
Absolutely.
I've walked up to people, random persons at that, and just say, hey, I'm not sure if anybody ever told you how beautiful you are.
Yeah.
And it just changes everything, and then they
does.
start a conversation. So honestly, I've done it, and I keep doing it, and we need to keep doing that.
Yeah.
The world needs that right now.
Yeah.
But, girlfriend,
It is.
we have been losing a lot of our you know, they're transitioning, and you know what? We need to pay homage to them.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson, he transitioned. I mean, there are great musicians from our little island, Jamaica, from Jimmy Cliff. We talked about Jimmy Cliff, to Cat Core,
Yeah.
you know, to Sly Dunbar. I mean, so many ancestors,
Yeah.
great ancestors.
And you remember growing
know,
up with them.
girl,
Kind of
yes.
making us feel a little old, but
Not really.
but with old comes a wise mind, and
Yes,
you know,
maturity,
seasoned, and all that good stuff. Yes, but you know, I
So.
remember Jesse Jackson.
Yes.
I remember when he was running for president. I remember and was part of Operation Push and the rest.
the coalition, yes.
I just loved the way he talked and the way
Yes.
he could ride.
Keep hope alive.
Yeah. So we're going to
that's
keep
one I-
hope alive
Yes, we
right
are.
here, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
That's right. Because
Yes.
it hasn't been said enough. There's so much doomsday. So if we keep hope and faith alive,
Yes.
with
Yes.
random acts of kindness.
Positive energy, kindness.
Absolutely.
Right now, the world could use that. So we're
use
going to
that.
keep pushing that out
Yeah.
there.
And so today,
So.
Sharon and I are really going to be talking about Black history. And so if we didn't properly introduce ourselves, I'm Sharon Reid, the Heart Lady, and this is the host.
Sharon Thompson.
Sister Connector.
So, welcome.
Black
Love it.
history. What are
Black
we going to talk
history.
about? We are the
Girlfriend.
guests. We are the guests today.
And
Okay?
we are Black history,
We are. That's right.
you know?
So what we got?
After all, look, we are, because we have inventors, we have Do you know that, look, the reason they didn't want us, and I mean, I really believe it's intentional, Sharon,
What?
that they didn't want us to be known. They didn't want to share stuff with us because they knew how we had greatness. We have not had, but we have greatness in us, in our DNA.
Yeah.
We do. And from greatness we came.
Yeah.
So look, they kept the books from us. They kept what they could, but listen.
We got some things that they didn't teach you in
Girlfriend.
those history books.
That's right. That's right. And so we're film producers, we're athletes, we're singers, we're dancers. I mean, the Tulsa massacre, it took place because they wanted to annihilate us, and they did not.
We keep on
Again, we
striving.
rise.
We rise.
Stronger.
Absolutely.
Stronger.
Definitely. You know, we were even talking about, we forgot to mention that we were at the Atlanta Jamaican Association on Saturday, and we were also
yes.
celebrating
Yes.
some of our current and
Yes.
past Black heroes. And we were talking about Usain Bolt.
That's right. Love
Right?
it. Yes.
We were talking about, and his
Yes.
record still has it.
Yes. Yes.
And we were talking about, also remember we were talking about how they was doing a study to try and figure out why. Was
and
that
there's
Elon
still,
Musk, I
there's
think
still
they said?
Elon Musk. Whatever. Did I roll my eyes? I'm sorry. Whatever.
I thought that was interesting. I'm
Girlfriend.
like, really? Y'all still trying
Why
to
is
do, we already done
Keep
told them
trying.
the secret in yellow,
Keep
yeah?
trying. What they say?
The secret.
The ground provision, as we call it, the ground provision. We talk about yam and banana and cocoa.
All right, good food.
Girlfriend,
from the
good
ground.
food. Yes, 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 yes.
What you got for us? Which Black historical
Oh my God.
figure you want to talk about today?
We've got quite a few, because when you really check it out, we're some great people. We're amazing people. You know, we've got male, female, and so Carter G. Woodson. We thank
We're thankful.
the heavens for him. We're so grateful to him. And you know, I will say this. I mean, he's the one who founded the Association for the Study of the African American Life, the history. I mean, because he decided that it was something where, look, it would be really a travesty if we did not procure and secure our history.
Absolutely.
And so therefore he made it. He was the person who said, you know what, Black history has to be celebrated.
That's right.
I don't care. They gave us a short month. Guess what? We celebrate it every day anyway.
Yeah, well, you
my
remember he's
books.
the one who started Black History
Black History
Week.
Month. Right, week. And then it went on to,
And we-
it progressed to the month.
That's right.
So, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it because we celebrate ourselves.
Okay.
We don't wait for anyone to do it.
So I want to talk about this wonderful lady.
Oh, wow.
All right. So if you have not heard of what, no, let me start over. If you have not used GPS, how many people have not used GPS?
I don't know.
So you can thank
Not too many.
a mathematician whose little known contributions to the mathematical modeling of the earth recently earned her one of the U.S. Air Force highest honors, induction into the Space and Missile Pioneers Hall of Fame, and her name is Dr. Gladys West. Like the human computer at NASA, who became
Nice.
famous with, you remember that movie, The Hidden Book?
The hidden figures. Hidden figures. Yes.
So she began her career by performing complex calculations, not with a calculator, but with her hand, using
Brain.
her head.
Yes.
All right. We used to say using the whizzy.
Yes.
All
yes.
right? And, so she definitely contributed to GPS.
And then Marian Croak. Never heard about her until now.
Yeah.
And guess what? She holds 200 plus patents.
Oh, really?
She does.
200. Okay.
She does. She does. She helped to develop the voice over, which we now, internet protocol. VoIP, voice over. Look, we are just great. You know, technology used in Zoom, WhatsApp calls, and we know about that. We use that every day as island people or foreigners.
And
You know?
Yeah. And
Yes.
you know what? She was also inducted into the Women in Technology International
Yes.
Hall of Fame.
Yes,
right?
she was. Yes, she was. Yes, she
And a lot of
was.
people don't even know that Marian Rogers Croak was also vice president of engineering in what? At where?
Girlfriend.
Google.
Google. But can I tell you? If we check Google, we've got one of our locally connected, well, he went back home, but his daughter, and I can't say, is it Lauren? I'm not sure because he's got two. But Jamaican Ayadi, she's an executive at Google. Big time. Shout out. She's a top notch executive at Google. And there are a bunch of them there. So, we're doing some crazy stuff. We really
always
are. What else do you have for me?
Who else? I got a cute one. Sarah Boone. And she was an inventor of something that I still do. A lot of people don't do, but I think I do it daily, if not weekly.
Oh, wow.
Iron. She
Yes.
invented the ironing board.
Yes. I don't like it at all, but I like her.
I don't mind ironing at all. It's kind of relaxing to me.
Wow. Bless your heart.
Listen, I had to but I had to iron when my children were young.
Wow.
Right? Because I have 5 children. And getting them, and they wore a uniform. So getting them prepared to school, I would iron their uniform for the week. Oh, it also brings back a memory. That's how I started ironing. I probably shouldn't really like it, but my mother was a nurse, and I had to iron her uniform. Crisp, seam, starch, everything. Perfect.
So just stand up, right?
Oh my God! My kids tease my husband because there's like one of the very few men that iron them jeans and up the crease, and you could have stand it up.
Bless your heart.
But she invented the ironing board, and to make sure that you could do the sleeves, because before it was too broad. And I was like, leave it up to a woman to make the ironing board. Guess what though?
Man.
Here's a funny story. Y'all ready for this one? We were in Jamaica. This is early 2000s. And we brought back a wooden ironing board from Jamaica. No matter talk. Can you imagine, we brought an ironing board from Jamaica to the U.S. that we still use up to this day. Perfect shape. No nails.
Talk about inventors.
No nails.
Wow.
Wooden to and through. Trust me. And it can squeak a little bit, but
it still works.
It works fine. And so when we brought the ironing board, people were looking like, And then bring all the dog for come sniff the ironing board.
Wow.
It's just an ironing board, folks. Can you imagine us?
Wow, interesting. Interesting.
Yep.
See, that wouldn't have been me because I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
so we thank Miss Sarah Boone.
Yes. Well, we're touching on the women, but so while we're at it, Valerie Thomas. Have you heard about Valerie Thomas, Miss Valerie Thomas? Well, this is Miss Valerie Laverne Thomas, born February 8th, 1943.
Okay.
She's an American scientist. She was an American scientist, inventor, former NASA data analyst. So she was renowned for her 1980 patent on the illusion transmitter, a technology for 3D image projection. Geniuses. She also played a key role in developing the digital imaging process system.
Yeah.
Come on, sister. That powered NASA's early Landsat program missions. So this sister, she's got a Bachelor of Science in Physics, Morgan State University.
All right.
Okay. Engineering Administration, George Washington University. Okay. And it just goes on and on. These women are amazing. STEM women in STEM.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So she retired as Associate Chief of Space Science Data Operations.
I'm glad that
At
we're
NASA.
talking about some of the women, because
Yes.
so
Hidden
often we
figures.
hear about the men, and we're so thankful to them, but
Yes.
we don't talk about the many
women enough.
women, and the women are behind the scenes.
Yes.
As usual, what they say, behind every man is a what?
And amazing and outstanding,
Okay.
a very amazing. Right, Mr. P? I'm sure he would say that.
Yes, but he is behind the scenes with us, and so we're thankful for Mr.
Yes.
P, right? All right, so which since we are talking about brothers, who you got?
Girlfriend. I've got James West. So I don't know if you've heard of James West, but James West was a great dude. He co-invented the electric microphone. This is where he's the electric microphone.
Okay.
Used in phones, hearing aids, recording equipment, and voice assistants.
Okay.
Shout out to James Edward West, born back in February 1931. So they refer to him as an American acoustical scientist, inventor, and educator, best known for, like they said, the electric microphone. Wow. So he was one of those that worked at Bell Laboratories. And that's in, I think that's in the 1960s. Wow. So he revolutionized audio technology. And today, about 90% of all microphones, 90%.
Wow,
Let's read it again.
90%.
90%
Wow.
or from telephones to hearing aids use his design.
So hearing
90%.
Can you hear that? So
Yes.
hearing aids.
So let me repeat that.
Wow.
90%. His patents, by the way, you want to guess?
Yeah.
How many? 250 plus. We don't hear about this. They don't teach us in school.
That's a lot.
Right?
Yeah.
Parents are responsible for teaching their
Children. Yeah.
This is the history that we need to use and educate our kids.
Yeah.
They need to do. So he was one of those guys. He was affiliated with Johns Hopkins University. You know, so he got many honors, thank God.
Yeah.
National Medal of Technology in 1999.
See, and this is current. This is big news.
Just the other day, 27 years ago.
Yeah.
National Inventors Hall of Fame in 1999. So big ups and shout outs to James Edwards West. Thank you, sir. What do you have, Sister Sharon?
Let's do a big up for Rhea Huntley's contactless locker system. So in 2019,
Oh, wow.
computer electronics and engineering aficionado, Rhea Huntley came up with the idea to improve the restaurant pickup process after she stood in line for 20 minutes to grab an order that was already waiting at the register.
Oh, wow.
And so it just so happened that her coworker and the co-founder, James Bagley and Marcus Gunn, had actually created a viable solution for the contactless order pickup during the COVID-19 pandemic
Just
of
the
2020.
other day.
That's
Yes.
right. So smart food lockers help them and those struggling restaurants across the country to increase their sales while protecting customers with minimal interactions. So this was, this is really recent because her patent was published in 2021.
The other day.
Just
the other day.
So we're not just talking about way back history. We're talking about current history that's happening. Talking about 2021. So decreasing the wait. And you know, us women, we got things to do. We ain't got time to be waiting.
We
for
don't
the
have
food
time.
that's
We
sitting
do not have
cold
time.
At the
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, right at the registrar. We're not trying to do all that.
No. Wow. So, Mr. George. So we're going back to him. So, to the guys, we've got to give them their props because they're great. The sisters are amazing, but the men are fantastic. George Carruthers, George Robert Carruthers, was an American astrophysicist. Man, we had some amazing people. They don't talk about them. You don't hear, like who?
right.
We just thought, what's his name? Einstein was the man and that's it. No, we've got them.
Yeah.
They just don't talk about them. So we've got to
So
educate
talking
ourselves.
about
We're
them
talking
tonight.
about them.
That's
We're
right.
bigging
Check
them
it out.
up.
Get your pen and paper. Get your
That's it.
phone
Your recorder
ready.
and
that's
get it
right.
together. American astrophysicist, inventor, educator who's pioneering ultraviolet imaging instruments, transform space exploration. So he worked on the U.S. Naval Research with the laboratory. He designed the first. He designed the first moon-based telescope.
Wow.
The first.
Wow.
Not the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. The first, sister. The
Moon-based
first moon-based telescope.
So now they're really able to see the universe.
Girlfriend, it was used in 1972. Apollo 16 mission to capture ultraviolet images of Earth and deep space.
Wow.
As we say in Jamaica, big up
Wow.
George Carruthers.
Yeah.
George Robert Carruthers.
That's interesting.
That's
I would
very
love to
interesting, girl.
Look through the telescope from the moon, though.
Oh, my
tell you
gosh.
the truth. I would love to
Wow,
see that wonder.
girl. Seriously?
Yeah.
So his major honors, NASA Exceptional Scientific Achievement Medal in 1972, National Medal of Technology and Innovation 2011. So this is recent enough. Inducted into National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2003. So let me tell you, this guy, he was one of those that he studied at the University of Illinois. He earned his bachelor's. That's where he earned his bachelor's. His master's and doctoral degrees in engineering, nuclear science. He earned at the U.S. Naval, Research. Okay, so he got that. That was a postdoctoral fellow at the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory. Brother was amazing, innovative, creative. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I love it. I love it. Oh, Legacy in 2022. Only not even 4 years exactly. NASA honored him by renaming its ultraviolet Earth observation effort the Carruthers Geocorona Observatory.
Wow. So when the kids go to
Girlfriend.
the observatory, they can learn that it was
Girlfriend, it was a
black man.
brother that,
Brother.
yes.
That.
Wow. Love it.
Yeah.
He remains to be
It's
celebrated. So
important
let's
to get
see.
our
We've got to
youth
get her.
into science
We do.
and
We do.
into
We do.
math. It's so important that they learn more than these video games, which
Yes.
the video games could teach certain things. So it just depends on what your child is watching. And maybe if you're
Yes.
watching it and seeing what they're seeing, you can integrate the science and the math that goes with
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Right? I mean, let's say take it away. We know that this is a fact of life for some of our youth. We used to watch TV, they play video games, right?
True. That's true.
Yeah, so.
And you know what? Our kids are creative too, you know.
Yeah.
We have a lot of creative geniuses among
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
And so all we have to do is nurture them.
Nurture it.
Nurture and encourage
Foster
it.
it.
Foster
Cultivate
it.
it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, sister. So,
So I have Lydia D. Newman's who invented the synthetic bristles for the brush. As only the third Black woman to receive a patent, Lydia D. Newman revolutionized Black hair care with the synthetic bristle brush. In the 1890s, most popular brushes were made from
I know.
they were made from animal hairs.
hair.
Right? So I got to interject real quick when he says use animal hairs. I went into the health food store and I was like, oh, natural toothbrush. So I was like, oh yeah, let me pick up the natural toothbrush. When I got home
What is it
and
made
I read
from?
it, boar's hair. Garbage.
Yeah. Girl,
you have to be
return.
careful what's natural because it was natural and
Yes,
it was organic.
yes.
But I'm not putting boar's hair
On
in my mouth.
No, of course
I don't
not.
think so. But I thought it was hilarious. We laughed. We laughed.
Natural. And guess what? Quote unquote natural.
Natural.
Because it is natural.
So the most brushes back then were made from animal hairs, which were too soft to manipulate through our beautiful, thick, coarse, curly
Coils.
hair. Coils,
Yes.
right? And it also wasn't easy to clean. So Newman's effort paved the way for two other inventors, which is, we are familiar with one, Madam
C.J. Walker.
and Marjorie Joyner.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So, Sister Dear, inventions, another brother, Mark Dean. Not that he's seasoned, but not old, not ancient. Guess what? Mark Dean is an American computer engineer and inventor whose work at IBM helped to shape the modern personal computing. And I'm talking about this brother is only in his 60s.
Oh.
That's a young cat. As a co-inventor of the original IBM personal computer, let me repeat that.
All right.
A co-inventor of the original, quote unquote, IBM.
Now, how many of you knew that?
Hello.
How many of you knew that? The original IBM.
Hello.
What IBM computer?
Hello.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you. So he played a central role, it says, in creating technologies that made home and business computing accessible worldwide. This is a young brother born in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Okay? This brother, he gained his PhD in electrical engineering at Stanford University. So you can't take it from us, girlfriend. You just can't take it from us. So his notable inventions, by the way, ISA bus, color graphics adapter, 1 gigahertz processor, patents over 40 patents. So IBM fellow, 1995. That's one of the honors. He's received a couple. National Inventors Hall of Fame inductee in 1997.
All right.
Dean demonstrated, it says here, in his early life, he demonstrated exceptional aptitude for math and science, like you said, Sister Sharon, from childhood. Tutoring his peers while he was in grade school. That's right. Okay? So, this brother worked his way up. He went, so I would never... Yeah. Look, if I didn't shout this out, I would be in trouble. So he went to Florida Atlantic University. That's where he got his undergraduate. That's where he did it. Okay. So shout out to Mark Dean. We appreciate you. Man, this is big stuff. This is big stuff.
Where would we really be without, continuing inventing? But the thing is, they have not included us. I bet you
it's okay.
How many started out and worked at IBM and did not know the co-founder.
And still, yes.
A lot of people don't, so you heard it here. So we also have, we owe it to a woman who made it possible to develop the first HIV test. And that's Dr. Flossy Wong-Staal. And she found her love for science while attending primary school in Hong Kong.
Oh, wow.
She was the first in her family to ever work outside of her home. But her parents were very supportive of her educational pursuits. And she got her postdoctoral at Robert Gallo at the National Cancer Institute, where she began her research in retroviruses. And in only 2 years, she became the first researcher. In only 2 years, she became the first researcher to clone HIV and completed genetic mapping for the virus. And so that's what made it possible for them to develop testing. For HIV.
Wow. Big up. I love it.
Yeah.
Sister, that's deep. That's deep. So we're going to go to another. We're going to do the sisters too. We got to give them their props.
Go forth. We got to give each other props.
Yes, we do. We do.
I got another nice one coming
really?
up.
So Marie Van Brittan Brown. Okay? And she was an American nurse and inventor who created the first home security system.
Oh, yes, I heard
Girlfriend.
about her. Yes.
Let me tell you, when I saw that, I was like, come on now. There's nothing that we can't do. Nothing. So her 1966 patent with her husband, Albert L. Brown, laid the groundwork for closed circuit television and modern residential surveillance technology. So let's just put it this way. She was born in October.
Oh, yeah. Her month.
1922 in Jamaica, Queens. Girlfriend.
Look at that.
So I look at that and I remember one fun fact. This was just a joke, but it's serious. My niece goes to school and she says to her teacher, I was born in Jamaica. So her mom goes to pick her up and she says, was she born in Jamaica? And she says, no. She says, yes, I was. And she says, Mom, I was born in Jamaica. And she says, no, you were born at Jamaica Hospital, Queens. I'm like, okay, so that's Jamaican
tell
enough.
our friends.
Yeah, that's it. Don't tell them. And she was so serious.
Yes.
So I thought it was cute. But let me tell you, this sister and her husband made such an impact on electronics as technicians, designed a system combining 4 peepholes. Wow. A motorized camera, monitors, a 2-way microphone, and a remote control lock. These were their inventions. Remote control lock. The setup let occupants view visitors of different heights and speak with them via intercom. Wow. A separate button could trigger an alarm to alert police or security personnel. This is deep. Yeah. Their patent, home security systems utilizing television surveillance.
What we have today. And
Hello.
You know the most famous brand out there.
Hello.
I'm not advertising, but I
We're
know
not.
some of you got it in
That's
your
it.
home. I know I have
I
one.
do too.
So yeah, big up to the sister.
Big it up. So this patent, though, was granted in 1969 and recognized Marie as 1969 and recognized Marie as the lead inventor.
Wow.
So it says here, although the Brown's prototype was never mass produced because of its cost, its design became a model for later surveillance and intercom systems.
Yeah.
So it was the blueprint
of what
which they would never let us know what we're using today.
Yeah.
So they took from them.
Yeah.
They learned from them.
That's good.
More than 30 subsequent U.S. patents have cited her invention. And her work is honored by the National Scientists Committee and displayed in the Smithsonian exhibit, celebrating African American innovators. Right. Brown's design introduced core features, video monitoring, 2-way audio, and remote locks and emergency alerts that underpin today's smart home security products. So whenever you set your alarm or you undo it, just remember Marie Van Brittan Brown and her hubby.
Marie did.
That's
that
big
yes,
up.
She did. Yes, she did.
I love it.
So I'm going to go back to the medical field. And, after World War II, Bessie Blount Griffin was working as a physical therapist with soldiers returning with amputees.
Yes.
And she found that among their trials with mobility and eating was particularly challenging. So in order to help them improve their self-esteem and their independence, Bessie Blount Griffin developed an electric self-feeding tube that releases just a small portion of food when the patient bites down. And this was a device that was patented in 1948. So, we may not have been in the front lines with the guns battling, but we were definitely, behind the scenes working and supporting the soldiers that were fighting for America.
And that brings me just a little memory, because we had Dr. Cox here recently.
Yeah.
And I can't help but
Physical
think
therapy.
about
I thought of him too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, when we think of creations, inventions, what
Yeah.
we do, we just don't get the big ups. But you know what? We don't wait for that.
No, we continue.
We just continue. We just move on.
We have tenacity. And so, viewers, if you have the opportunity, go back and look at some of our interviews. Dr. Cox, physical therapist, since we're talking about that, and some of the inventors. And we also invite you to tune in next week, because we have some other historians.
We
that
sure
we're
do.
Really,
We
really
sure
happy
do.
to share with you as well.
Man.
So who else?
George Washington Carver.
Oh, we can't leave without this famous, wonderful brother. Yes.
I mean, George Washington Carver, what a fine gentleman. He was one of America's agricultural scientists, educator, inventor, whose innovations in crop rotation, they talk about tilling the soil, doing his stuff, and plant-based products transformed Southern agriculture. He was born into slavery near Diamond, Missouri. He rose to prominence as a director of agricultural research at the Tuskegee Institute and became one of the most respected black scientists of the early 20th century. That's big stuff.
Big stuff.
Big stuff.
We also
Sis,
have
wow.
a video coming up for you in a minute
Yes.
or so. But I have to say, Sharon, you remember in Jamaica, but maybe because, you're just kind of uptown and stuff.
Ooh.
Was that a...
Oh, boy. Not,
So
that's not funny.
Remember that we had to wash on the board. We go see and I wash our drawer with water, and we did our wash with clothes, and we have to wring it out, ring, and then hide.
No,
put it
ma'am.
on the-
I
you don't
heard about
remember
that. I never did
okay,
that.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, I heard about that too. Maybe I saw that on TV.
You saw it on
somewhere.
TV. You saw it on TV.
So we don't
You did.
remember. We just saw it on TV.
We use it our-
remember
yeah.
that.
That part.
Okay, but can you imagine washing out comforters and the jeans that
No,
we
ma'am.
wear and how long it would take to dry?
No,
Because
ma'am.
who hangs clothes out? But
Yeah.
there was a sister, Ellen F. Eglins, and she developed the wringer for in the washing machines. So she knew that it was hard drying these soaking wet clothes. Guess what year?
Tell me, just give me a hint.
Is it in the 1900s or in the 1800s or in the 1700s?
Wow. I'm going to go with 1900s.
In the 1800s. Close.
Ooh.
Because guess what? 1888. So you were close.
Ah, wow.
All right.
Cool.
And she developed this device so that they could squeeze excess water from clothing before being hung to dry. And so
Had to be a sister. Did I
to
say
get a
that?
patent for their inventions, she sold her design to a white agent for guess how much? $18. $18.
She didn't sell that.
Okay.
She didn't sell that.
Her invention was popular well into the 20th century, and it made millions. How much? Millions for the American Ringer Company.
Wow.
Wow, $18.
But Sharon,
And
I don't know if,
I couldn't.
I couldn't.
Have you ever had the washing machine where the wringer and then you have to take out the wet clothes? Have you ever had that happen to you?
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't
mean-
even want to talk about it. Girlfriend,
What?
can you imagine a comforter? Nonetheless, I mean,
Okay.
a sheet maybe, but a comforter?
Comforter?
I'm not doing that.
Jeans?
I'm not doing
the
it.
denim material?
No, ma'am, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
So-
it. But as island people, though,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
Because we do.
We made it work.
history.
That's
we made
right.
it work. But we've got some really amazing Caribbean folks,
Mm-hmm.
people from the islands, off the banana boat, according to them, right? Who have done some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And there are notable Haitian innovators.
Mm.
For example, there's one that I would love to share with you.
Please.
I mean, Dr. Jean, and hopefully I said a Jean,
Yeah.
Dr. Jean William Pape. I don't know if it's Pape or Pape, or I probably screwed that up. But Bill, he was a Haitian physician, infectious disease specialist, and global health leader. And they're saying that he was best known for he founded and directing GHESKIO centers
Okay.
in Port-au-Prince.
Okay.
Okay, one of the world's earliest institutions dedicated to HIV and AIDS, Sharon, AIDS care and research. This brother, they said his work is shaped by public health policy in Haiti, globally throughout groundbreaking studies on HIV, tuberculosis, and cholera. This brother, and this is not too long ago. 'Cause I mean, a few years down there. I mean, 75, that's not that far.
It's not that far.
But he got honored, right? Legion of Honor in France. 2002, that was. The Clinton Global Citizen Award in 2010. He is a WHO WHO Science Council back in 2021. So that's only a few years ago. Just right there. Yeah, right around the corner. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And let me tell you, Pape or PAPES research influenced the World Health Organization treatment guidelines for HIV and AIDS. He's co-chaired Haiti's COVID-19 Response Commission in 2020. And he continues to advise on epidemic preparedness. This is big stuff.
Okay.
So his member of the World Health
thankful for
Organization,
that.
we
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
We are. You know, his membership, they said, of the council underscores his influence in evaluating emerging technologies globally. That's big stuff. This is a Haitian brother, y'all. So big up to my Haitian massive.
That's right.
Big stuff.
Say.
Sans passe, we proud.
So, you know, we'd love to end this with a little video
Yes. Yes.
that we can continue to share some. You know, my I have not eaten all day, so when I don't eat, my voice and I forget, and my mouth gets dry. And so
I know
I'm
that
stumbling
feeling.
over my food. I'm stumbling over my words.
Yes.
So please forgive me, folks, but y'all know how it is. This is live.
Yes.
And a cycle more time, right? So, Mr. P, hit it.
You know, there's an incredible story of ingenuity that's been hiding in plain sight for centuries. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the unseen genius of Black inventors and the huge, often uncredited impact they've had on our world. Just take a second. If I ask you right now to name a Black inventor, who's the first person that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's probably the same name. And yeah, I'm willing to bet that that name is George Washington Carver, the man who has just completely linked in our minds with the invention of peanut butter. He's become the go-to example, a real titan of American innovation.
But here's the thing, he didn't actually invent it. I know, right? Now, he did come up with over 300 uses for the peanut, everything from soap to dyes, but peanut butter just wasn't one of them. And this little misunderstanding, it's the perfect doorway into a much, much bigger universe of unseen genius.
And that universe starts with stuff you probably use every single day, without ever realizing the brilliant minds that brought them to life.
I mean, the scope of these contributions is just staggering. Think about public safety. Garrett Morgan gave us both the gas mask and the 3-position traffic signal we still use today. Or just daily life. George Crumb invented the potato chip, and Alexander Miles automatic elevator doors. What about world-changing tech? Lewis Latimer's carbon filament is what made the light bulb practical for every home. Frederick McKinley Jones's refrigerated trucks completely changed how we get our food. And in medicine, my gosh, Dr. Charles Drew created the modern blood bank, and Dr. Patricia Bath developed a laser probe for cataract surgery. These aren't just small improvements. They are absolutely foundational to the world we live in right now.
So get this story about the potato chip. It's 1853, and a chef named George Crumb is getting really annoyed with a customer who keeps sending his fried potatoes back, complaining they're too thick. So, in a moment of pure frustration, Crumb slices the potatoes paper thin, fries them to a crisp, and dumps a ton of salt on them. He basically sent them out as an insult, but the customer absolutely loved them. And just like that, an iconic global snack was born out of pure spite.
And you see this pattern of overlooked genius everywhere. For instance, we all learn in school that Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. But his version? It used a paper filament that burned out in like 15 minutes. It was Lewis Latimer who in 1881 patented a tough carbon filament. That's the innovation that made light bulbs last for hours and turned them from a rich person's toy into something every single household could afford.
Just look at this poster from the Black Inventions Museum. It really shows you how deep this history goes. Every single name here is tied to an idea that changed our world. This isn't just about a few forgotten stories. It's a massive, critical piece of history that's been almost completely erased. Which, of course, leads to the big question, why?
So yeah, why is this history hidden? Why don't we know the names Latimer, Crumb, and Morgan, as well as we know Edison or Bell? Well, the answer isn't simple. It's a system of really powerful barriers.
This timeline really tells a dramatic story. At first, the Patent Act of 1790 didn't mention race at all. But then, in 1858, a ruling basically said enslaved people couldn't patent their own work. After the Civil War, there was this incredible surge of innovation, hitting its all-time high in 1899. But then, look what happens. As Jim Crow laws and racial violence spread, the number of patents filed by Black inventors just completely plummets, and it never recovered.
The prejudice was so intense, inventors had to come up with these creative and honestly demeaning ways to even get their ideas seen. Garrett Morgan, the genius behind the gas mask and traffic signal, had to hire white actors to pretend they were the inventor at trade shows. He knew that if people saw he was Black, his life-saving inventions might never even make it to the public. And this quote from Ellen Elgin, who invented a better clothes wringer, it's just heartbreaking. She sold her patent rights for only $18. Why? Because she said that if white women knew a black woman invented it, they wouldn't buy it. That's not just a lost opportunity for her. It shows you the direct dollars and cents cost of that prejudice.
So all of these barriers, they didn't just hide inventors. They also really shaped what kind of innovation was even seen as valuable. And it makes you ask a bigger question. What if our whole definition of invention is too narrow?
Well, let's think about two different ways of looking at it. The traditional kind of Eurocentric model tends to focus on things you can patent, mechanical devices, things that make a profit. But an Afrocentric point of view often broadens that idea to include innovations in art, community, social justice, things you can't always file a patent for, but that are just as transformative. A perfect example of this? DJ Grandmaster Flash. I mean, he didn't patent a new machine. He took technology that already existed, turntables, and totally reimagined what they could do. He turned them into a musical instrument. He came up with techniques like scratching that became the absolute foundation of hip-hop, a cultural movement that changed the entire world. Now that's a different kind of genius, one that reshapes culture itself.
So you take that narrow view of invention, and you combine it with that long history of systemic barriers, and you get a lasting legacy. It continues to affect who gets to innovate today, and it leads to what some scholars call lost Einsteins.
And this is not ancient history. Dr. Patricia Bath, the inventor of the laser phaco probe for cataract surgery, testified before the U.S. Senate just a few years ago. She talked about her Katherine Johnson moment, making it crystal clear that the disrespect and the dismissal of contributions from women and scientists of color, that's not some relic of the past. It is still happening today. If you want to see the modern barriers, just follow the money, or really the lack of it. Look at where venture capital funding goes. Between 2009 and 2017, black founders got just 1% of all of it. 1. And for black women founders, that number is so small it barely even shows up. It's 0.0006%. The barriers have changed what they look like, but they have not gone away. And this all leads to a profound human cost. There's a study that found that kids are way more likely to grow up to be innovators if they see inventors who look like them. It's pretty simple, right? When we don't tell these stories, we're not just erasing the past, we're losing potential future innovators. These are the lost Einsteins, brilliant minds who never get the chance to create because they never even see a path for themselves.
And so all of this leaves us with one final big question. When we silence voices, when we narrow our definition of genius, it's not just a loss for one community. It is a loss for absolutely everyone. It really makes you wonder, how many world-changing ideas have we simply never seen?
It makes you wonder how many inventions were really done by us and was never told.
That's correct.
You know, because
lot.
they could not be
Too many.
patented.
Yeah.
Right? They
Yeah.
even talk about the syrup from Coca-Cola. You know, but I love how it ended,
so many
Sharon.
though, yeah.
Because we started to talk about that, but I love how it ended talking about nurturing our children.
We do.
How many geniuses
We do.
do we have
We do.
that sometimes because you need two-parent household or there's not enough income or the teachers don't recognize the genius and say they need to be put on some their ADHD
Medicine or something, whatever.
else. They got some
Girl.
kind of label that they're putting on these little geniuses.
But we grew up with
Yeah.
geniuses.
Yeah.
Do you know that? It's funny because just recently we were talking about the kids playing outside.
Yeah.
And
Last
how
week,
kids
right?
don't, we
Yeah,
were just
yeah.
talking about that, kids playing outside. And that the young boys, I mean, we have to give it up to them. They got super creative. They would get their little tire, like a tire, old tire
Oh, yeah.
from a car. And they would put stuff on it, and they would wheel it down the street.
That's right,
But
that's
not only
right.
that, they had those carts, they call go-karts. There ain't no go-karts. It was our invention. They would put those what do you call it, boxes together, pieces of wood, and put I don't know what they used to make the tires, right? Those wheels.
Yeah.
And they would have 4 wheels, and they would run that thing down the street, and it was effective because they could carry stuff in there.
Yeah.
So they could meet mama or grandmother.
Yeah.
From the market, put her bag in there, and take it home. I mean, they did some look. creations.
Creation made
Wow.
me think of, when you were talking about the cart, made me think about, now Jamaica doesn't have snow. But how did we have
Bobsled girl.
How did we have the
Bobsled.
That was
Look.
through the
Look.
creation, the creativity.
So, Saria Bonali, I have to shout about her because when she did that flip, whatever she did, right? It was illegal back then.
Oh, I remember that.
It
That's
was
right.
illegal.
That was a
And now,
difficult technique.
but guess what? Now it's okay. Now it's hello. And so now men are doing it. It's a part of the routine now. I mean, it's a thing. It's acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, and so it makes you wonder. You know, it just makes us go, But you know what? We have to keep our job nonstop.
That's right.
Nurture,
That's right.
care, foster those young ones. When they go baking, they're doing their stuff. Don't knock them. When they say, when a little girl says, "Mommy, I'm making a cake," or "I'm making cookies," or "I'm cooking dinner," or whatever it is she's cooking. When she put that dirt in the pot, don't laugh at her. She's creating something. She's
That's
creating
right.
something. So
right.
Sharon, on that note,
On that
wow,
note.
talk about how great we are as a people.
So
We're
thankful.
amazing, grateful.
Yes. You know, thanks, Mr. P, for putting out that video. A lot
Yes.
of things I still didn't know.
Yes.
You know, I thank my guilty pleasure,
Yes.
who's that, the Crump, invented the potato chip.
Girl, yes. Ooh, we love some potato chips. So we're thankful
love
that
that
was
crunch. So
that was a
thankful.
mistake. That was a mistake that
We're happy for
we
that
enjoy.
mistake. All right. So, you know, we Speak Harmony family. We want to thank you for joining in. We ask you, of course, to keep hope alive, as Jesse Jackson would say, by communicating with us, talking to us, letting us know maybe there's a subject, maybe there's someone that you would like for us to interview. You know, and sometimes, you know, Sharon and I just want to be intimate with you. We don't always have to have a guest. And so we hope that you enjoyed this particular episode.
As
of
we
Speak
did.
Harmony. We
As
did
we
have
did.
fun.
We
And we
had
learned
fun.
from
Yes.
each other.
Yes, we did.
really did. And so we appreciate APAP Media Group, which of course you know is a full-service media company. We met earlier today a young man that came and was in this studio and really supported Mr. P. And he came in and all he could do was say, wow,
Yes.
this is fantastic.
Yes.
Wow, I remember when, you know. So Mr. P, that's also Black invention.
That is correct. That is
And so
correct.
we appreciate you. And of course, we appreciate the other sponsor, Heart Love Inc., who specializes in relationship and emotional management. And if you want to contact her, the Heart Lady, you know, just go to speakharmony1@gmail.com. And as always, we ask you to join us next Tuesday right here, live on YouTube, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, as we continue learning from those who inspire us through action and purpose. And until then, keep speaking harmony into your life.
And we're going to ask you to like.
They talk about health, they talk about care, sharing tips, they got us without a care. Thank you for listening, you're the best. See you next week to keep the best. Together we learn, together we grow. There'll be lesson every hour, we know. See you next week with more stories to tell. More wisdom, more smiles,